A historic home in Lexington in need of repairs is getting a little help from the community. The Bodley Bullock House is the headquarters for the Junior League of Lexington. Lately, members say the home has become an expensive fixer-upper. WKYT's Mike Linden shows us how they're raising money to check off a few repairs on a lengthy to-do list.
Tucked into the corner of Market and 2nd Streets in downtown Lexington is the historic Bodley Bullock House, built in 1814. The building now serves as the HQ of the Junior League of Lexington.
The Junior League is a charitable organization of women that volunteer around the community. We have about 250 active members and over 1,000 sustainers here in Lexington.
Now, the volunteers from the Junior League are looking to the community for help. Volunteers say their more than 200-year-old headquarters building, the Bodley Bullock House here in downtown Lexington, is in constant need of repair. And right now, one of the repairs that's needed is to actually repair their roof, which is beginning to slant.
We have a laundry list of things to do and not enough proceeds to do it with. So we were hoping that this type of sale could make a little bit of extra money to get some of the stuff checked off.
All weekend, the Junior League held a rummage sale of member-donated items to help finance repairs to the historic house. Volunteers say their first ever rummage sale has been a big success.
We had hundreds of people come through yesterday. We had a line out the door and we started. We made over $4,000 for something that we put together in a very short amount of time.
Nichols says the Junior League is already planning for another rummage sale next year.
Hopefully, if we have an entire year to get donations, we can make this a much larger scale.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Any items not sold this weekend will go to different charities throughout Lexington.
A death investigation is underway in Lexington after a woman's body was found along a roadway.
Police say some young kids could be pretty helpful when it comes to solving a robbery. I'll tell you more coming up.
Coming up, we'll tell you about an organization in Lexington raising money to repair their historic headquarters building.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Lexington police are investigating a second murder this weekend. You're watching WKYT on the CW Lexington. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Last night around 7, officers say someone found a body outside a veterinary clinic on Muir Station Road. The Fayette County coroner has identified the woman as 32-year-old Jennifer Hamilton. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is talking to a man who works at the vet clinic. She has our top story at 6.
Investigators say they are working off of very little details as they try and figure out how and why a woman's body ended up out here along this roadway. While the location sits on the outskirts of Lexington, tucked in between the rolling hills of horse farms, Muir Station Road is certainly not a low-traffic area, which is why Dr. Charles Kidder says he was surprised to hear what was found outside of his veterinary clinic.
Found a body next to our building.
That finding now ruled a homicide, and the victim identified as 32-year-old Jennifer Marie Hamilton of Lexington.
This is really not isolated to me. There's a very popular new restaurant called Windy Corner down here, and people come I mean, you'd be surprised at 11 o'clock in the morning how many cars are parked down there. And so I think they had a big presence yesterday for lunch and afternoon. Somebody was kind of daring, I think, to pick this place, to tell you the truth.
Police are unsure how long Hamilton's body had been outside of the building. Dr. Kidder says the last time anyone from his clinic was here was on Friday afternoon.
I feel bad it happened. Hope they find out more about it.
Anyone with information, or if you have seen or heard something that you think might be suspicious out in this area, you're asked to give Lexington Police a call. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
The Fayette County Coroner's Office says the autopsy on the body is not complete. They have not yet released an official cause of death. Kentucky State Police are investigating a deadly crash that killed 3 children in western Kentucky. A woman was driving on Kentucky 56 when police say she swerved to avoid hitting another car. She ran off the road and into a field. The coroner pronounced 2 children dead at the scene. The 3rd child, we're told, died at the hospital. The children were 10, 12, and 13. Today marks 30 years since a Lexington police officer died in the line of duty. Officer Roy Martis was helping Kentucky State Police track down an escapee in Mercer County when he was shot and killed in Crossfire. Today, family and friends are remembering him. WKYT's Sam Smith is live at that ceremony. Sam, how are they honoring him tonight?
Yeah, Kristen, members of the police department, along with members of his family, are here behind me at the Lexington K-9 training facility. Now, as you mentioned, 30 years ago, Officer Martis was assisting Kentucky State Police before he was accidentally shot in Crossfire. It happened in Mercer County, while he and his bloodhound tracked an escapee. That escapee committed a double murder in Garrett County. Officer Martis and his hound tracked the escapee through a cornfield. The suspect was believed to be armed. When the suspect ran out of the field, the officers on the perimeter opened fire. They accidentally shot and killed Officer Martis. Friends say he was a respected officer that was dedicated to service, and he was the driving force behind the police bloodhound movement locally and nationally. In 1994, the name of the road leading into this facility was named after him. Now tonight, a new sign with his name and badge number was displayed. We'll bring you much more from the ceremony coming up tonight on WKYT. For now, live in Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Sam, thank you. A judge sentenced Randy Haight to death for the double murder charges. Lexington police are looking for a man they say tried to rob a store and got into a fight with the clerk. Just after 11 this morning, police say a man went into the Family Dollar on Richmond Road and tried to grab cash out of a clerk's drawer. When the clerk tried to stop him, officers say he pushed her and grabbed the money. WKYT's Sean Moody is talking to witnesses who saw what happened.
11-year-old JC wasn't sure what to think when he first noticed a man running from the Family Dollar and Idle Hour shopping center.
That was scary. I mean, I'm shaking right now. You see, I'm like, what the heck? That's like crazy.
He and a couple of friends were walking to the store to grab some breakfast ingredients, and turned out they'd stumbled onto a robbery. JC said something didn't look right with the guy running through the parking lot.
He jumped, rolled under the fence like a ninja, and then he started running down the street.
Police say that man had gone up to a store clerk pretending to buy an item. When the clerk opened the cash drawer, police say he went for the money. They say the clerk tried to stop the man, but they say he shoved her back and got away with the cash.
Police said the man ran right out the front door of the building, then came along the side, ran through that parking lot, and jumped into a car that was on the street right behind the store.
Police said the man jumped into a red van or SUV and got away. There are several cameras in the area, and police say they're reviewing the video. They say the kid's description could be helpful.
It's amazing. Kids seem to be, in many ways, more mature and observant the younger than they are than I recall being.
JC's dad says he's not surprised he helped.
He always gets down to the facts and details about everything. So.
In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Police are now looking for a black man in his mid to late 20s, about 6 feet tall and 160 to 180 pounds, wearing a black baseball cap, a black shirt, long cargo shorts, and black tennis shoes. We are wrapping up a beautiful weekend here in central Kentucky, but some showers and storms are moving in to start the work week. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell is tracking the arrival of cooler weather.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things that are going to be going on tonight and into the day tomorrow, as we likely see a front sweep across the area and a true taste of fall getting in here. Out there right now on Defender, we are tracking some showers and earlier even a few thunder showers across parts of southeastern Kentucky, and that's where we have some of that energy right now for the folks there in Knox County, stretching down into Bell County, and these are pretty heavy rain producers. Once they go up, you'll run into a decent little shower. Stretches all the way along there, the Kentucky-Virginia state line. Letcher, Harlan County getting in on it, some of it right over top of the folks there in Cumberland. We look at our daily breakdown now because we have a few things that are going to be happening. The fall feel will return because we're talking about milder temperatures just diving back in here as another front moves into the area, which it's doing that later on tonight, and then we're going to get in on loads of sunshine, starting with tomorrow's forecast and all the way through our 7-day sunshine and very comfortable temperatures. I'll take a closer look and track all of this hour by hour coming up in just a few minutes.
Police are charging a man with DUI after they say he hit someone near UK's campus. Around 5 this morning, police say 27-year-old Gavin Cantera hit a man with his car on Westwood Court off Elizabeth Street. The victim, we're told, went to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are not releasing his name. Cantera is charged with driving on a suspended license and operating a motor vehicle while under the influence. Did a Southern Kentucky school superintendent go too far to help his daughter win a contest? That question will be addressed at a meeting tomorrow. Science Hill Independent Superintendent Rick Walker took these photos to help his daughter win tickets to a One Direction concert. The pictures created a lot of buzz on social media, and some parents say they are inappropriate. Tomorrow, school leaders will address the issue in an emergency school board meeting. A traffic alert tonight. Drivers who use Leestown Road will see some changes tomorrow morning. At 6 a.m., the temporary flashing yellow light at the intersection of Leestown and Citation Boulevard will be activated with red, yellow, and green lights. Trailwood Drive will also reopen at 6 in the morning. Traffic on Trailwood will be directed to turn left onto Citation to use the new traffic signal at Leestown Road.